Hello, and thank you for tuning into this episode of Animals and Ames. My name is Ron Edwards. I'm the Animal Control Supervisor here for the Ames Animal Shelter and Animal Control Program. Today, our special guest host is Kathy Pike. She is one of our Animal Control officers, and I want to say a happy belated birthday to Kathy. Her birthday was just a few days ago, so I want to celebrate that with her. Today, she's going to show us one dog, one cat, and one rabbit here for the show to show you who's available for adoption at the Ames Animal Shelter. Make sure you always check out our website at amesanimalshelter.org, and you can see real time who's available for that, looking for that forever home and available for adoption. So let's meet Kathy and some of our furry friends.
Hi, I'm Kathy. I'm the full-time animal control officer for the City of Ames Animal Shelter and Animal Control Department. My first guest today here is Elway. Here, Elway, look at this way. Look at, hey, gotta see his cute little face. This way, buddy. Yeah. So Elway is maybe 3 months old is what we were told. We're not exactly sure what breed he is. We're guessing some type of terrier mix. He'd be a great DNA candidate to be tested to kind of see what all he may be mixed with. Right now, he is just under 9 pounds. So we're guessing like terrier mix of some sort, kind of on the smaller end of things. But, based on at 3 months old being about not quite 9 pounds, his ultimate weight might be, around maybe 30 or 40 pounds, give or take, with not really knowing what he is mixed with. It's kind of hard to tell at this point, but all we can say for sure is that he is adorable, and that's kind of all that matters, really. He is a super good boy. He's only been with us a few days. He has already had 2 homes prior to coming to the shelter. One individual had handed him over to another in an apartment complex. To us, not saying why the original person had gotten rid of him, but the second person only had him for a couple days and said he was barking too much in the apartment and didn't want to get in trouble. So she brought him here. Here at the shelter, he does calm down after people are in the kennel area after a while, and we haven't heard a whole lot of excessive whining or barking, but he is still a puppy, 3 months old. He's still getting kind of used to being, alone in a kennel, and even some of the adult dogs don't do well with that. So just a bit of time and understanding for him, and he'd probably do really great, in a home, just being by himself. It's just kind of getting acclimated to those kind of things. But he's super sweet. He's very cute. He will be neutered before he is adopted, fully vaccinated and microchipped, and he'll be ready to go. He may need some boosters after getting adopted since he is so young, but otherwise the initial things will be taken care of. We always would recommend taking him to some puppy classes or general obedience, just because he is young, to kind of learn those manners that we'd like to see with our dogs, and to also just build that companionship and trust between each other, and just more of that bond. So, and there's several places you can go here in town. We got PetSmart, Petco, there's Cyclone Country Kennel Club, among a bunch of other private dog trainers as well. So if you're interested in getting a puppy, especially a cute little guy like Elway, he's available. And my next guest today here is Buddy. Buddy is considered a mini lop. He's got the lop ears. Doesn't seem to be much a mini on size, but that's what we were told that he is. He's about just under a year and a half old. The individuals who had brought him here to the shelter had tried to use him as a show bunny for 4-H. Unfortunately, though, the 11-year-old was not able to train him well enough to be a show rabbit for the county fair, so they decided to surrender him. They had indicated that the issues that they were having with him is that he does a lot of thumping, and that he is hard to pick up or hold because he will scratch. That's not an uncommon trait with rabbits, especially intact male rabbits that are around intact female rabbits. Thumping is just something that they do to indicate dominance, especially when they're scared. They're trying to scare you away. Usually, the more you work with them, and especially like with holding them when they're trying to wiggle and stuff away, the better they get about it. But we are predators to them, and so they are a prey to a lot of animals, so that's kind of a common reaction that you're going to get out of an animal like this. But the more you work with them and desensitize them to it, the better. Already after a few days of being here, he's been doing really well with being picked up by staff. He has been neutered since arrival as well. So we do believe that a lot of his behavior is going to be changed by having been neutered. That's just kind of normal for these kind of guys once they're neutered to kind of calm down and be able to handle them a little bit better. As you can see here, we provide our rabbits that live with us lots of vegetables besides a pelleted food as well as hay. He has some romaine, some parsley, and some cilantro, as well as kale. Right now, I think he's a little too nervous to be eating it, but he was said to not have been offered this prior to coming here, but since coming with us, he gobbles it right up as soon as we give it to him. He's very soft. He's very sweet. Good information about being able to take care of a rabbit if you've never owned one before can be found at rabbit.org. If you're interested in adopting a rabbit, but Buddy just isn't maybe the size or the breed that you're looking for, a really good local place to go to adopt a rabbit is going to be a Home for Every Bunny. Again, that's a Home for Every Bunny. A very cute name that they call themselves and a play on words there. But we have worked with them on several occasions, and they've helped us out quite a bit as well. They're a really great organization if you're interested in adopting a rabbit. Otherwise, if Buddy seems like the fit for you, he is here and available for adoption. And our next guest today here is Orel. He is a very sweet boy. We're not supposed to have favorites, but he's probably one of my favorites, basically because of his story. So Orel here is about 3 years old that we estimated him at based on his teeth. Right now he's pushing just over 14 pounds, so he's gotten a little chubby while he's been with us, but he's been with us since about mid-May. He came in a live humane trap as a stray cat that was seen roaming around one of the local mobile home parks. When he came in, he was not a fan of us at all. He would actually try to hit and bite and hiss and just did not want human interaction at all. And with that, we would consider him to be, at that time, a feral cat. And so he was placed into our working cats program, where we have cats that are not able to be handled by people that can go and work out at a farm or a shop or someplace outside of city limits where they're allowed to be outdoors but have shelter and access to food and water. Because of his temperament, since he wouldn't be considered an indoor cat. Now, as you see here in August, he is obviously loving the scratches, laying here. I can pet him, pick him up. He loves the hugs. He loves the chin scratches. He does have a tendency when you're done playing or petting or scratching him that he will swat at you or maybe put his teeth on you. A lot of that I think is him just saying he doesn't want that to end. It's still not okay behavior because it can catch you off guard, but he's still learning what it's like to be a companion cat and not just a cat that is in the background of a place. So he's very sweet, he's very big, so you'll see, I don't know on the camera if you can see, he does have, he is shaved on his belly, but he is a boy. He has been neutered. The shave on his belly is because he did have an umbilical hernia, and we did get that repaired for him. So, and then he's got kind of a stubby tail. We're not really sure what the history on that is, but it's kind of cute. And he's just got a kind of a baby personality, very cute eyes. Like I said, he likes to be hugged and petted, and he's come a long way, and we're very happy to see the improvements that he's made and hope that he will find his forever home here soon, as he's been here long enough. We like having them here for an extended stay to a certain extent with those pharaohs, to be able to try and work with them. Some of them we can get them to come to this stage and be able to be an indoor cat, and some of them not. So as long as they have time and not being able to be adopted yet, we will continue to work with them and try and make being around humans and interacting with them as desirable as possible. So, and apparently it definitely worked on Mr. Orel. So if you're interested in getting a very beautiful comeback kid, I guess, in a sense, Orel's your man.
Well, that's our show for today. I want to thank Kathy for showing those very special furry friends that are looking for their forever home here at the Ames Animal Shelter. Remember, if you're interested in any of them or any of the other ones that you see on our website at amesanimalshelter.org, you're going to want to fill out an adoption application online at that same website to get that process started. We do allow people to just come in the shelter and walk in, but we really want to kind of start that process online and have that application approved so you can actually spend time and meet with animals. So again, make sure you go to amesanimalshelter.org and keep an eye on our Facebook page, Ames Animal Shelter, where you can see things that are happening at the shelter, looking for lost pets, things like that, to keep you informed of what's happening here at our facility. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and have a great day.